So, Meg, what do you like to do in your free time?
Actually, I love cooking. I like to try new dishes, and I love baking as well.
Oh, nice. That's interesting because I hate cooking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know anything about baking, but I like cleaning. Cleaning is relaxing.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah, really, I like cleaning.
Oh.
So my house is usually very clean.
My house is usually clean also, but I don't like cleaning very much.
Yeah, I think most people don't like cleaning, but some people think cleaning is relaxing, like me.
That's true. What else do you like to do?
Well, I like exercising. I like going to the gym. I like listening to podcasts. So I listen to a lot of podcasts a lot. And I like surfing the internet. And sometimes I enjoy reading books.
I also enjoy reading books when I have time.
But these days, I often listen to books instead. I listen to audiobooks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like listening to audiobooks.
Why?
Because I can exercise at the same time.
So exercising and reading at the same time.
Yeah, it's fun. So I love jogging, and I go jogging almost every day, usually for 1 hour. So I listen to audiobooks when I jog.
Oh, so you can do two things at once.
Very important. Multitasking.
Right.
I love multitasking.
Sounds like you're good at multitasking.
Let's talk about outdoor activities.
Sure.
Do you like doing yard work?
I don't especially like doing yard work, but right now I don't have a yard, so doing yard work isn't something I have to worry about. What about you?
I like doing yard work. I think it's very relaxing. It's like cleaning, so I enjoy it. But like you, I don't have a yard, so now I don't do yard work very much, or I can't do yard work.
So you like gardening if you have a yard?
Yeah, so I grew up on a big house, so we had lots of yard work, lots of gardening, so yeah.
Right.
But what about other things like hiking? Do you like hiking?
I love hiking. Anything that is in nature, I love doing. So I love hiking, I love kayaking, I love canoeing, any outdoor sports. Do you like hiking?
I do. I'm with you. I love hiking. What about things like rock climbing?
I have never been rock climbing. Have you gone rock climbing?
No, rock climbing looks dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
So I've never done rock climbing either. What about things like singing and dancing? Do you enjoy singing and dancing?
I enjoy singing, but I'm not very good at it. So I like singing when I'm alone or in my car. Are you good at singing?
No, I'm terrible at singing, so I hate singing. I really, really hate singing. But I like going to karaoke and listening to people sing.
Yeah, some people are really good at singing.
Yeah.
What about dancing?
I hate dancing too.
Yeah.
I'm not good at dancing, so dancing is very embarrassing for me, so I don't like it.
I'm not good at dancing either.
Are there any other activities you really dislike doing? Like for me, I hate writing letters. For example, I don't like writing thank you letters. I don't like writing anything with my hand. Typing is okay. I don't mind typing things, but I hate writing.
So using your hand to write, you hate writing.
Yeah, I like typing. Fingers is okay. Thumb is
Right.
okay on the phone. Like, I don't mind texting.
Right.
I don't mind typing. I just don't like physically writing with a pencil or pen.
Like, yeah, pen or pencil, like a letter, writing a letter.
Right, because my writing is really bad.
Oh.
And it's hard to read, so it's embarrassing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. How about you? For example, do you like ironing your clothes?
I don't like ironing my clothes, but my clothes usually don't need ironing, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I don't like doing laundry. It's related to ironing clothes. So it takes a long time, and the clothes, I have to dry the clothes. So doing laundry is a little bit boring for me.
I don't mind doing laundry if I go to the coin laundry, but I hate hanging my laundry out. So I hate hanging out my laundry. It takes forever. I don't know why. You put it out, you take it back in. It just takes so much time.
That's funny. I'm kind of the opposite. So I don't mind hanging out my laundry because I like saving money. So I don't have to use money at the coin laundry.
Plus, you are helping the environment.
That's true. I like helping the earth.
Yeah, I should change. Okay, thanks, Meg.
Yeah.
Todd, are you good at saving money?
No, I'm terrible. I waste money. I waste so much money.
How?
Well, I don't buy things on sale. I don't use coupons. I buy anything I see. So when I shop, I don't look at prices. I just see the food or the thing and I get it and I buy it and I pay for it, and then it's sometimes very expensive. So I just waste money. I don't budget. I need to budget my money, but I don't budget my money. What about you? Are you good at saving money?
I don't think I'm too bad at saving money. I look at prices a lot. I also buy a lot of things on sale, so I'm able to save some money.
So you look for discounts.
Yes, I do.
Do you use coupons or special offers?
No, I don't. But if I see some, I will use them.
Mm-hmm. So do you waste money on anything? Like maybe eating out, buying clothes, renting movies?
I waste money on buying clothes.
Oh, okay.
But I save a little bit because I buy them on sale.
Do you buy things online?
No, I don't. I usually go into the stores to shop.
I'm good with clothes too. So I don't spend much money on clothes. I only shop maybe once a year, or I only shop if I need something. Like it's really cold and I need a jacket.
I see.
And I'm really bad, so I often only wear clothes people give to me.
That's good.
Yeah, so I get shirts or ties for Christmas gifts or a birthday gift, and I do that. My mom often asks, every year my mom asks, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? And I'll say, underwear and socks, or socks and t-shirts. And so she buys them for me, and then I don't have to buy them.
Wow. Sounds like you're an easy person to give a present to.
Yes, for clothes. Yes, for clothes. But I waste money on computers and electronics, and those things are expensive. So I buy a new computer every year. I have 4 computers now in my house. I have 5 mobile phones.
Wow.
I have an iPad. I have lots of electronic equipment. So I spend so much money on those things.
I waste money on traveling.
Ah, yeah.
Every year I take about 1 or 2 trips to different countries. So that's where a lot of my money go.
Yeah, traveling is expensive.
Yes.
But when you travel, do you save money? Do you stay at cheap hotels, or do you buy cheap plane tickets?
I try to. All the time. But usually the plane ticket is so expensive that a lot of my savings is already gone.
Yeah, I know. I buy my tickets online usually with Expedia,
Okay.
and it's cheap. It's pretty cheap. I waste money on food. I eat out almost every day, or I
Wow.
buy my dinner at the supermarket almost every day. Do you waste money on food?
No, I don't. I usually get bored if I eat out too much because even though I am not a very good cook, there are some things that I cook that I like to eat. So I would miss those things. So no, I don't waste money on eating out.
Ah, that's interesting. So you save money. I waste money. You have to teach me your tricks. You have to teach me your tips on saving money.
Please teach me how to get cheap travel tickets.
It's a deal.
Thanks.
Meg, I'm going to give you a test.
Okay.
It's a personality test.
Uh-oh.
And we want to know, are you a pack rat?
Am I a pack rat?
Right. Do you save things? Do you keep things? Or are you a minimalist? Do you have very few things in your house?
Well, I think I try to be a minimalist, but I'm a little bit of a pack rat.
Okay, well, take the test. Let's see. Okay, the first question is, how many books do you have in your house?
Not counting Kindle.
Not counting Kindle. Physical books. How many books do you have?
Physical books, I think I have around 15 books.
Oh, boo, boo.
Is that a lot?
That's bad.
That's so many?
Yeah, so
Really?
negative
Uh-oh.
boop, negative 1 means pack rat.
Uh-oh.
Being positive 1 means
Okay.
minimalist. Okay.
Okay.
Next question. How many shoes do you have?
Can I not answer that question?
No, you have to say.
Okay. I think I have 25 pairs of shoes.
Oh my gosh. I'm giving you negative 2 points.
No, just one.
All right, next question is, how many blankets do you have?
Blankets. I think I have 10 blankets.
Oh my gosh. I knew you were a pack rat. I knew
No,
it. I
but-
knew it. Now you're negative 5.
But you need blankets for the cold winter.
You only need one blanket.
But if you have friends visiting you, you need more blankets.
Okay.
I have a lot of friends.
Wow. That's a good point. Okay, next question. How many umbrellas do you have?
I think I have around 5 or 6 umbrellas.
Wow, and you live alone, correct?
Yes, I live alone.
Okay, so a pack rat is somebody who does not get rid of things they don't need. So, do you need 5 umbrellas?
I do need those umbrellas.
Why do you
I'll
need...
tell you. I will
Okay.
tell you why. One is a very small umbrella that's easy to carry. Another umbrella is very large for a really rainy day. A third umbrella is decorative and very pretty. The fourth umbrella is for the sun. And the fifth umbrella is clear to use on a really windy day.
That's interesting. Now, the fourth umbrella for the sun, that's called a parasol, correct?
I guess so, but that sounds a little old-fashioned.
Okay, I won't consider that. I consider an umbrella for the rain only.
Oh, okay.
So we'll say 4.
4.
So let's
Do I get a point back?
You do, but let's do a recap. You are single, you live alone.
Yes.
You have 4 umbrellas.
Yes.
You have 10 blankets.
Yes.
You have 25 pairs of shoes.
Correct.
And you have 15 books.
15 books.
I'm sorry, Meg, but you qualify as a pack rat.
no.
You are not a minimalist. We're taking away your minimalist membership.
Oh, well, I guess I need to get rid of some things, huh?
Yeah.
And what about you? Are you a pack rat or a minimalist?
I'm pretty much a minimalist, I think, because I only have 2 bags of stuff.
Only 2 bags?
Yeah, so you can take everything I have and put in 2 big suitcases.
So you don't have 15 books?
No, I have maybe 4 books,
Only 4 books.
and they're very small paperback books.
What about blankets?
I have 1 blanket.
Just one.
Just one.
So if visitors come to your house,
That is true.
they're out of luck.
When somebody comes to my house, I ask my neighbor to borrow a blanket. I do. Why? Is that funny? Yes. This is I am such a minimalist. My friend told me, he said, I am the only person that has
one blanket.
A spoon and a fork.
A spoon and a fork.
That's it. I have one.
Okay, so basically your house is not prepared for any visitors.
That's true.
Whereas my house is prepared for many visitors.
That's true.
Okay. Umbrellas?
I have maybe 2.
2. So why 2?
Because I can't remember if I have one, or I will leave the house and I won't take it, and so then I need to buy one, and then...
And then you get rid of one?
No, then I just never buy another one. I'm pretty good.
Oh.
Only 2.
Okay.
But shoes...
Shoes.
I only have 4 pairs of shoes.
What is the purpose of each pair of shoes?
I have 1 pair of shoes for work, nice dress shoes. I have 2 sneakers, 1 pair of sneakers for running, jogging, 1 pair of sneakers for fashion, and 1 pair of futsal shoes for soccer. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, you really sound like a minimalist.
Yeah, and you really sound like a pack rat. So, Katie, I want to go to the mall.
Okay.
Have you been to the new mall?
Yeah, I actually went there just yesterday.
Okay, so I want to buy some computer stuff. Is there a computer store?
There are 2 computer stores.
Really? Ooh, that's good.
There's a computer store on the 1st floor, and then very close to that, there's also a Mac store.
Ooh, that's perfect. I want to buy a new Mac.
Oh, me too.
They're so expensive, though. Okay, what about books? I really like books. Is there a bookstore with English books?
There's a huge bookstore on the 4th floor.
Ooh, that's good.
It's really big, and there are lots of English books you can read there.
Oh, great. Nice. And how about the food there?
The food's okay. There's a big food court on the 3rd floor, and you can get a variety of food. You can get a Subway.
Oh, that's good. I love sandwiches. Is the food good there, though?
They don't have any sandwiches that I like at Subway.
Really? Okay. So, what else is there at the mall?
Oh, there's so much at the mall. There's a cafe on the ground floor.
Oh, nice.
If you like drinking coffee.
I do. I like to go and study and just relax.
That's the perfect place for you then.
I like to people watch. Is it a good people watching place?
Oh, it's a great people watching place.
Oh, cool.
The windows are really big and you can see out onto the street.
Oh, cool. What else is there? Is there a movie theater?
There's a movie theater on the 4th floor.
Oh, great. Now, do they have English movies?
They have English and Japanese movies.
Oh, that's good. I should watch some Japanese movies too.
They're interesting.
And how about food? I hear there's a new supermarket, a big supermarket there.
It's pretty big, and you can get lots of food there. It's on the 1st floor.
Okay. Is there anything else I should see?
What about the roof garden?
Oh, what is the roof garden?
It's on the 5th floor, and it's on the roof, and you can see a beautiful view of the city. And there's also places for you to sit and just enjoy the view.
Oh, nice. A roof garden. I like that.
It's really nice.
Now, do you buy clothes at the mall? Do they have nice clothing shops?
They have, they have nice clothing shops. Some of them are a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
And I like buying cheap clothes.
Okay.
So.
When's a good time to go?
I think the best time to go is probably weekdays.
Okay. Why?
If you go on the weekend, there are so many children there. And it's hard to walk around.
Yeah, and we're teachers. We teach kids all day. Okay. I don't want to go then.
No, me neither.
Well, I want to go there next week, maybe Thursday night.
Okay.
Do you want to join me?
Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe we can watch a movie.
Cool. I'll buy you dinner.
Sounds great.
So, Katie, you are from England, correct?
That's right.
Are you from a big town?
I'm from a very small town.
Oh, what's the name?
It's in the southwest. It's called Torquay.
Torquay. Okay. Is it a fun place to live?
I think so. It's very famous in the UK because we have lots of beautiful beaches.
Oh, that's nice. So in your town, where is a good place to go food shopping?
There are a lot of supermarkets that you can go to. Most of them you need to go by car.
Oh, that's a problem.
It's difficult to walk to a close supermarket. But I'm lucky because there's one very close to my house that I can go to.
Okay. And can you recommend a good restaurant in your town? Where's a good place to eat dinner?
There are lots of amazing restaurants along the seafront. So you can sit in a restaurant and you can look at the beach at the same time.
Oh, that's nice. How romantic.
It's beautiful.
Is it expensive?
It depends what restaurant you go to. If you go to an Italian restaurant, that's going to be expensive.
What kind of foods do they have?
They have all kinds of foods, but the most popular food in my hometown is Italian food and Chinese food.
Okay. No British food?
Not really.
It's okay. We don't have American food either, except hamburgers.
They're good, though.
Yeah. In your town, where's a good place to exercise?
It depends on what kind of exercise you like, but we have lots of parks, and people are always playing football in the parks.
So is there a big park in the middle of town? Okay. Is it easy to get to?
It's pretty easy to get to. Most people can walk there.
So that brings us to nature. Where's a good place to see nature?
Well, you can see beautiful beaches wherever you look. There are so many beautiful beaches in Torquay. But there are also lots of beautiful gardens. And you can see lots of flowers.
Okay.
It's very nice, yeah.
Oh, that is nice. So, are there walking trails on the beach?
And in the gardens, too, there are walking paths that you can take. And you can go in the mountains.
Ooh, beautiful.
And see stuff there, too.
That's lovely. So, in your town, where is a good place to meet people?
Well, I keep saying the beach, but lots of people from all over the UK come to Torquay to see the beach, so you can meet lots of different people. People come for their holidays.
Okay, so you can meet new people.
Lots of new people, yeah.
That's cool.
You can make lots of new friends.
Now, what about a quiet place? Where's a good place to study or read or just relax?
Well, we have lots of cafes that you can go to if you want to just have a quiet moment or just to read some books. You can go to a cafe.
Okay. And are the cafes easy to find?
They're very easy to find. And we have lots of famous cafe brands as well.
Okay. Are the cafes on the beach too?
No, they're in the town center. But the town center is very close to the beach.
Okay. Now, when is a good time to visit your town? So
Well,
you say the beach, so summer?
Yeah, I would say summer is a good time. But in England, there is not usually a good time because it's raining almost every day. But if you want to go to the beach, probably summer is a good time.
Okay. What about the fall?
I mean, the fall is okay. Winter is good. Lots of people go to go swimming on Christmas Day.
Well, I definitely want to go there.
Yes, it's a lovely place.
So, Katie, let's talk about family.
Okay.
In your family, who is nice?
In my family, I think my mum is really nice. She's always looking out for everyone. She always makes sure everybody is happy. And she's just really nice and kind.
Oh, that's great. Who is a funny person? Who is very funny?
I think in my family, my dad is very funny. But I don't think he knows he's very funny.
All right. Oh, that's interesting. Now, who is serious? Is anybody serious?
I don't think anybody is serious in my family.
No uncles or aunts?
Everyone likes to have a laugh. Everyone likes to have a good time. Everyone's always joking.
Oh, what a nice family. Okay, who is very hardworking?
Well, obviously my mum is very hardworking, and she's always been very hardworking. She has to make sure that the whole family knows what they're doing. She has to make sure the whole family is ready for every day. Yeah, I think my mum is the hardworking one.
Okay. Is anybody not hardworking? Maybe a little lazy?
Definitely me. Definitely me. Especially when I was younger. I would never help with any of the chores in the house. I was definitely the lazy one.
Oh, I understand. I'm the same way. Okay, now in your family, who is very smart?
My brother is really, really smart. He actually went to Oxford University.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's very smart. But I didn't get any of that. My brother has all the smart genes.
Wow, that's a good school. Okay, who is very fit?
Well, my dad is a chef.
Oh, really?
And yeah, my dad makes really, really good food. So no one in my family is fit. We all eat too much food.
Oh, nobody exercises a lot?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in my family, my dad is super fit. Okay, in your family, who is talkative?
Oh, I keep saying my mum for all of these, but my mum is definitely the most talkative. She talks to anybody who, even if people who she doesn't know, she will talk to anybody. Strangers on the street, people she meets at the bus stop, she talks to everybody.
Oh, that's cool. Now, who is quiet?
I think when he's meeting people for the first time, my brother is very quiet. He's very shy. He doesn't like speaking to new people a lot.
Okay, thanks a lot. Sounds like a nice family.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, after Laos, where did you go?
After Laos, I flew to Vietnam. And actually, I took the bus into Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes. And in Vietnam, I traveled from the north, from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City. But because my time was so short, I could only spend 1 or 2 days in each city.
What city did you like the most?
I think I prefer Hanoi the most. The food, the street food is amazing. It's a very lively city, lots of motorcycles and traffic. So it reminded me of Nigeria, where I was born, a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
And what did you do in Vietnam?
I spent time in Hanoi. I also went to visit Sapa, which has a lot of rice terraces. So these are mountains where they've planted rice fields. So the scenery, the view is really beautiful. And you also get to meet the native peoples, the local peoples there. So I enjoyed it. And then from there, I went to Hoi An, which is a very historical city. Very beautiful night scenery by the river. And then I went to Ho Chi Minh City, but I could only spend 1 night there before leaving for Myanmar.
Okay. And then, how was Myanmar? What did you do there?
Myanmar was my last stop, and I didn't have so much time there, but I managed to visit some of the places I really wanted to see, like Yangon, Bagan, and Mandalay. I would say that Bagan was the highlight. They had many temples from the past, and just seeing that many of them, it was very impressive.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
So, what country was your favorite?
It's hard to say. They each have their own good points, but I think I would definitely like to visit Thailand again.
Oh, okay. Thailand. Such a great place. Anyway, thanks, Abhidemi.
Thank you, Todd.
Abhidemi, what did you do for summer break?
For summer break, I went to visit some countries in Asia.
Ooh, what countries?
I visited Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Myanmar.
Oh, great. What did you do in each country?
In Thailand, I was there for about a week. I ate a lot of delicious food and I met many nice people. I love Thailand, so I hope to return again.
What foods did you eat?
I don't remember the names, but I just remember that they were all good.
Yeah. Thai food is so good.
Yes.
Did you go anywhere in Thailand, like the beach or the forest?
I was more interested in nature, so I traveled from Bangkok to Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, and I went trekking and rode elephants. So that was one of the highlights of my trips.
Oh, nice. How long was the trek?
The trek was about a day. It was a trek for 2-3 hours, but then we also stayed overnight in a community in the hills, and then the next day we trekked for a little bit to come back to the city.
Nice. So, was Thailand the first stop?
Yes, it was my first stop. It was supposed to be the shortest stop, but I loved it so much that I spent more time there.
After Thailand, where did you go?
From Thailand, I moved on by land to Laos.
And what did you do in Laos?
In Laos, I mainly was in the northern part of the country, and I went zip lining.
Ooh, fun.
It was fun.
So ziplining is flying from tree to tree.
That's correct. So that was about 2 days worth of zip lining, and we stayed overnight in a big tree house.
Oh, how fun.
It was quite
nice.
I really enjoyed it.
So, Meg, are you busy this weekend?
Yes, I'm so busy because I'm moving.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do.
What do you have to do?
First, I have to prepare my apartment. So I need to pack all of my things.
That's not fun.
No, it takes a long time.
Do you need help?
Yeah, do you have time to help me?
I can help you on Sunday.
Oh, are you busy on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday I have to work. I have to teach 2 classes. And then after I teach, I have to grade papers.
It sounds like you're really busy too.
Yeah, plus I have to meet my friends that evening.
Oh, what will you do with your friends?
I'm helping my friend also. My friend has car problems, so I have to take him to the mechanic. But on Sunday, I can help you.
Okay, that would be great because on Sunday, I have to take some trash to the dump and I have to finish some paperwork at City Hall to prepare for moving to a new country.
Oh, now, because you're moving, do you have to go to the post office?
I do have to go to the post office. I almost forgot. At the post office, I have to submit a form to say my new address.
Ah, that's good because I have to go to the post office too.
Oh, really?
I have to send my mom's birthday gift to her.
When is your mom's birthday?
It was 1 month ago.
Ah, so you have to send it quickly.
Yes, I have to get on it.
Okay, well, let's go together.
So I'll see you Sunday. What time should I be here?
I have to go to City Hall by 3 p.m., so can you come at 2?
Okay, but if you want to go to the dump closes at noon, so we have to leave earlier.
Ah, okay. Can you come at 11?
Yes. Okay, so I will see you at 11 o'clock.
Great. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Katie.
Yeah.
Let's take an international test.
Oh, okay.
How international are you? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Okay, first, have you ever eaten Greek food?
Greek food. I've eaten, how do you say it, falafel?
Oh, is that Greek?
I think so.
Okay.
I've had that, but apart from that, I've never eaten Greek food.
Okay.
How about you?
Have you? I think I have. Well, I've eaten Greek yogurt. Does that count?
That counts.
That counts?
That counts.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever eaten Vietnamese food?
I see it written down. Is it pho?
Pho, the noodles?
Yeah, I've eaten pho before.
Yeah, I've been to Vietnam, so I've eaten Vietnamese food a lot. And pho, the noodles, is really good.
It's delicious.
I've had that too. Okay, now let's talk about languages.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever studied French?
I have. I've studied French for 5 years.
Ooh, can you still speak French?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, me too. I once studied French years ago, but I haven't spoken French in so long, I can't remember anything.
I can't remember anything either.
Yeah. Have you ever studied an Asian language?
I've studied Japanese.
Ooh, okay.
I can still speak it a little bit now. And I studied a little bit of Korean, but I don't speak Korean.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow, I've studied Thai.
Okay.
Because I lived in Thailand for 5 years. And like you, I've studied Japanese, but my Japanese is terrible.
How about your Thai?
My Thai is okay. It's okay. I can talk a little bit. Okay, so have you ever met a Spanish person?
A Spanish person? Actually, I don't think I have.
Really?
I don't think I have met a Spanish person.
Oh, interesting. I've been to Spain, so I've met a few, and we have a Spanish teacher at my school.
Oh, maybe I have met a Spanish person then. Maybe. Maybe I've met a secret Spanish person.
Okay, have you met a Chinese person?
Oh, yes. I've met lots of Chinese people.
Okay. And have you met a Brazilian person?
I feel like if I say no, then I have. Probably. I've probably met a Brazilian person.
Yeah, I've met a few people from Brazil, so they're always very nice, very friendly people.
Hey, Todd. Are you healthy? Do you eat lots of fruits and vegetables?
I guess I am healthy. I do eat lots of fruits and vegetables, but I also eat junk food, sadly. But I try to eat lots of fruits, especially to stay healthy.
What kind of fruits do you like to eat?
Well, I like all fruits. I love all fruits except pineapple. I hate pineapple. I don't know why. I just don't like pineapple. I don't like the taste. I don't like to chew it. It just feels funny. But I love apples. I love bananas. I love oranges. I usually have an apple every morning for breakfast. It's very easy to eat, and I just love apples because you can take them to school. You can eat them quickly. They're very easy to eat. I also like oranges, and I love orange juice. So sometimes I make fresh orange juice in my kitchen. So oranges are great. But my favorite fruits are bananas and strawberries. I love bananas and strawberries. And I love to eat bananas and strawberries together. So my favorite snack is to cut up some banana and then cut up some strawberry and mix them together and then eat them.
Well, it sounds like you really like a lot of fruits.
Oh, yeah, I do.
What about vegetables? Do you eat vegetables every day?
I do. I try to have a salad every day, and I have a special salad I make, and I call it my chunky, crunchy salad. And it's carrots, cucumbers, and tomatoes, and I cut the carrots and cucumbers into small little squares, and then I cut up the tomatoes, and I mix them together. And the carrots, tomatoes, and cucumbers mixed together, the colors are really pretty. And when you eat the salad, it's very crunchy and it's very chunky because it's all little squares. So I call it my crunchy, chunky salad.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Do you ever share it with someone else?
No, I don't, but I want to because I like it so much and I can't cook. So when I go to somebody's house and I need to bring food, I think, oh, I should bring chunky, crunchy salad.
That's a good idea. Another idea is to cook some vegetables. Do you cook vegetables?
Not too much. I do cook asparagus. Asparagus is probably my favorite vegetable, and it's very easy to cook because asparagus you just have to cut up into small pieces, and then you can put the asparagus in a bowl with some water in the microwave, and you can cook asparagus in about 30 seconds. So I eat asparagus a lot. Also, I eat broccoli. I love broccoli. Sometimes I have broccoli and lettuce together for my salad. And then sometimes I cook eggplant. I like to cook eggplant because I like the taste and it's easy to cook.
I don't really like eggplant.
Really?
I don't.
Oh, no. Why not?
It has a strange flavor to me. So I prefer not to eat eggplant.
Well, as long as you eat your veggies.
Yes.
So, Meg, you look like a healthy person. Do you eat lots of fruits and vegetables?
I do eat lots of fruits and vegetables, especially fruit. I love to eat fruit because it's so sweet.
Yeah? What fruits do you like?
I love bananas because they're so healthy for you, and so usually in the morning for breakfast I'll have a banana. I also love blueberries. Blueberries are my favorite fruit, but sometimes they're expensive, so I can't often eat blueberries.
Oh, I agree. Blueberries are so good. I love blueberries in oatmeal.
Ah, that's a good idea. I love to have blueberries in muffins.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you bake. Do you bake blueberry muffins?
I do bake blueberry muffins and also blueberry bread, blueberry pancakes, many blueberry things.
Oh, wow. That's great. So, are there any fruits you don't like?
I don't like kiwi, actually, because the flavor is okay, but the fruit is too soft. So, usually I don't want to eat kiwi.
Oh, wow. I love kiwi. I love kiwi and bananas. It's very good.
Sounds okay, but maybe I'll just have the banana.
So, what about vegetables? Are you a person who eats lots of salad?
I don't eat a lot of salad, but I do like to eat vegetables with my meals, usually lunch and dinner.
So you cook vegetables?
I cook vegetables or I eat vegetables fresh. For example, usually with my lunch, I'll cut up a cucumber and put some salt or pepper on the cucumber and eat it with my lunch.
Oh, great. I love vegetable sticks. So I love carrot sticks, cucumber sticks, radish sticks. It's very good.
Do you like to dip vegetable sticks into any dressing?
I do, but it's not healthy, right? But
No.
yeah, I love the dressing, like the ranch dressing with carrot sticks or the ranch dressing with cucumber sticks. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious, but you're right, not so healthy.
No. So what vegetables do you cook?
Sometimes I cook broccoli. I actually like to roast broccoli, which is when you put broccoli into the oven and cook it for a few minutes. So it's really delicious. You can add some salt or seasonings, and it's easy to make. You can cook some meat or rice while the broccoli is in the oven, and then it's ready for your dinner.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you see some vegetables like on a kebab that are roasted. I guess onions, are roasted. Peppers are
Right.
roasted. Do
Right.
you roast other vegetables besides broccoli?
Sometimes tomatoes and sometimes potatoes, although, is that a vegetable?
It is, but it's not a very healthy vegetable.
Oh, so maybe I shouldn't eat potatoes.
Oh, I love potatoes, though. So you roast vegetables. Do you cook vegetables any other way? Do you boil vegetables or fry vegetables?
Sometimes I boil vegetables. For example, I like to boil carrots because they're soft and you can add some spices again to have some flavor when you eat carrots with your meal.
Yeah. Actually, I love carrots, but I only like raw carrots.
Oh, really?
And I hate cooked carrots.
Oh, well, I'll try to remember that if you ever come over for dinner.
Yeah, carrot sticks, please.
Okay.
So, Meg, we are talking about animals. Do you like to go to the zoo?
I love to go to the zoo.
Okay, so when you go to the zoo, what animals do you like to watch?
I really like to watch giraffes. Giraffes are so tall, and giraffes look really soft and friendly. So I wish that I could touch a giraffe someday.
Oh, that's so true. There is a zoo near my house in California, and you can walk up some stairs, and then you can feed the giraffes, and their face is the same height as your face, and they look really, really cute. And yeah, giraffes are great.
Oh, giraffes are so cute. Maybe someday I can feed the giraffes.
I like how giraffes look. I love their face, and I also love camels also, because I think camels have a similar face. They look really cool.
I don't think camels are very cute.
Really?
Yeah, they're so hairy. Camels have so much hair that they look ugly.
Oh, really? Oh, I like camels. They always look cool and relaxed.
They do look relaxed, but I like giraffes better than camels.
Well, what about llamas? Llamas are kind of like camels and are kind of like giraffes. They kind of have the same face. Do you like llamas?
I think llamas look cute, but I've heard that llamas aren't very friendly.
Really?
Have you heard about llamas spitting at people before?
No. Actually, I think I heard camels do that, but maybe llamas do it too.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so what about other animals? What other animals do you like at the zoo?
I really like the zebras because zebras are black and white with stripes, so the zebra stripes are really cool, and zebras are similar to horses, so sometimes I think I could ride a zebra if I had one.
Yeah, that would be cool. Zebras do look pretty cool. Are there any other animals?
Well, there's one animal that I'm afraid of, and that's a bear.
Yeah, bears are pretty scary.
Bears are really scary, and they're so big with huge teeth and giant claws, and I feel like a bear would eat me if I met it in person.
Actually, have you seen a bear in the wild?
No, I've never seen a bear in the wild, and I really don't want to.
Oh, wow. In California, sometimes you can see bears in the wild, small black bears. And actually, the black bears are not that dangerous.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you need to be careful when you see a black bear in the wild, but they almost never attack anybody. So the one animal you must be afraid of, though, is the mountain lion. So there are mountain lions also in California, and they are scary.
So maybe I should avoid mountain lions too.
Yeah. If you walk in the wild and you see a mountain lion, maybe it's too late. You're already in trouble.
Maybe I'll just keep going to the zoo. Hey Todd, did you have any pets when you were a kid?
I did. I had many pets, actually. I had a dog, of course, and I had some cats. But actually, I grew up on a farm. Yeah, so we raised lots of animals, and on the farm, I always felt like the animals were my pets. So it was pretty cool.
Wow, that sounds really exciting for a kid.
Oh, it was great. It was the best.
What kind of animals were on your farm?
We had almost every, farm animal possible. For example, we had pigs. We raised a lot of pigs. And pigs actually are really good pets. They're very fun. Pigs are very friendly animals. and they're not really dangerous. So also pigs like people. So sometimes when we were little, we would ride on the pig's back. But if our grandpa saw us riding on the pigs, he would yell at us. We always got in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Also, aren't pigs dirty?
They are dirty. So when you would go in the pig pen, you would get very, very dirty. But, you know, when you are small, when you are young, you don't care. It's just fun.
What about other animals like chickens?
We did have chickens, and lots of chickens. And the chickens maybe were the least friendly animals. So chickens don't like people.
Really?
And the chickens, you have to go get the eggs. So working with chickens was not easy. And I never really liked the chickens that much. Plus, the chickens you eat more often, so it's a little different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a chicken in person.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. You must be a city girl.
I am. Although when I was young, I always wanted to have a horse. Did your farm have horses?
We had one horse for a while, and then we had a pony. So, yeah, we had one horse and we had one pony. The pony was great because when I was little, we could ride the pony. But the pony was actually really mean. So the pony would bite you if you were not careful. And if you tried to ride the pony, sometimes the pony would get angry, very angry. But it's okay. You know, when you're small on a farm, it's normal.
Oh, that pony sounds scary. Were there any other animals that you had that were more friendly?
Yeah, actually, the best pet you can have is a goat.
Really, a goat?
Yeah, goats are fantastic. Goats love people. They really, really love people. And they're very social. And goats follow people. So when you are little on the farm and when you walk around, the goats become your friend. So when I was little, I would walk and I had friendly goats that would follow me everywhere, and they were great, and they're very curious. They like to see what you're doing, and and they like to be petted. So you know how like you pet a dog, you pet a cat? Goats also like for you to pet them. They're very, very social. And it's interesting because goats and sheep are kind of similar, but really they're very different. So goats are very social, goats are very friendly, and sheep are very shy, and sheep don't like people at all. So sheep stay away from people, and goats always get close to people.
Sounds like a goat is a good pet to have.
Goats are the best. They are so friendly. And goats are cool because goats talk to you. So they like to make a sound, you know, like bah, they bah, or whatever. They make a sound. And when you walk around as a young boy or young girl, the goats are great. They follow you, and you feel like the goat is talking to you, which is cool.
That sounds really fun. Now I wish I had some goats.
Yeah, you got to. The only other animal we also had cows.
Oh.
And cows are cool. Some cows are friendly. Most cows are shy. But cows, you know, they always come to you because they think they will get food. But if they see you have no food, then cows stay away. So cows, like sheep, are a little afraid of people.
Oh.
But pigs and goats love people, and they're very social.
Oh, it sounds really cool growing up on a farm.
It was. I was lucky.
Hey, Todd, where do you live?
I live on the east side of town.
Oh, do you like it there?
I do. I live in an older house, but it's a big house, and it's really relaxing. It's a nice place to live.
Wow, sounds nice. How many rooms does it have?
My house is pretty big. It's 4 rooms. It has a big sleeping room. It's a Japanese house, so it's not really a bedroom because you sleep on the floor.
Oh.
But it also has a living room. It has like an office room, and it has a kitchen.
Is it a big kitchen?
No, it's a pretty small kitchen, and it's a very old kitchen. I have a small stove, so it's very difficult to cook. But, you know, I have a refrigerator, I have a microwave, I have a nice kitchen table to eat at. So it's a pretty decent kitchen.
It sounds okay. What about your living room? What do you have in the living room?
My living room, it's pretty cool for a guy because it's a good place to watch sports. I have a really big TV, and I have cable TV, so I get all the football channels.
Nice.
And I have a really big sofa, so I can sit on my sofa and watch sports and drink beer. It's great.
Sounds relaxing.
Very relaxing.
Well, do you also have a nice bathroom?
I do. I actually have 3 bathrooms.
Oh, really?
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so in English, we say bathroom, but I have 2 rooms that are for the toilet, and I have 1 room or bathroom with the toilet for the guests, and then I have a bathroom that I use, and then also I have a natural hot spring bath outside my house, so if I want to take a shower or bathe, I use that room.
Wow, I'd love to have a hot spring at my house.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Oh.
It's very, very nice.
Does your house also have a yard?
It kind of has a yard. So outside my house, there's an area for flowers and bushes, and it's like a yard or a garden around the house, but it's not a place you can play sports. There's no grass or anything. So it's a very, very small yard. But, it's a nice place.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like a nice place to live.
It is a nice place to live. I'm very, very lucky.
You said you have a sleeping room, not a bedroom. What does that mean?
Yeah, I live in a Japanese-style house, so it's called a tatami room, and you sleep in the tatami room, and you sleep on the floor on a futon. So I don't have a bed, so it's not a bedroom. It's a room that you sit in during the day, and you can eat and talk with guests, but it's also a room that you sleep in at night. So, yeah, I call it my sleeping room. But I think in Japan, they just call it the tatami room.
Is it comfortable sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, it's really comfortable. Now I love it. So before, I slept on a bed, but now I sleep on the futon on the floor, and I really like it. Actually, I prefer to sleep on the futon on the floor.
Well, it sounds like your house is really comfortable.
It is. It is. I never want to leave. So, Meg, do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment near the train station.
Oh, you live downtown.
I do.
Do you like living downtown?
I do like living downtown because it's so convenient. Everything is close by. Grocery stores, the mall, the station.
Oh, that's great. So
Yeah.
what about your apartment? Do you have a nice apartment?
It's a nice apartment, but it's really small.
Oh, yeah? How many rooms?
Well, there are 3 rooms, but each room is pretty small. There's a bedroom, a sitting room, like a living room, and the kitchen room.
Oh, wow. So in your bedroom, do you have like a big queen-size bed, a small bed?
I have a small twin-size bed or a single bed in the bedroom because it's pretty small, so there's not much space for a big bed.
All right. So do you have a TV in your bedroom?
No, actually, I don't own a TV at all.
Really? So there's no TV in the living room, too?
There's no TV anywhere in the apartment.
Wow. What do you do in your house?
I have a laptop computer, so usually I can watch some TV shows or videos on my laptop.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you like to watch movies in bed?
Yeah, sometimes I like to watch movies in bed, or sometimes I prefer to sit in the living room and watch movies.
Right. So you must have high-speed internet.
I do, yes. I have an internet box that my laptop can connect to.
Okay, cool. Do you have a nice big sofa?
I have 2 small sofas, so you can push them together to make one big sofa, or you can keep them separate. Usually I keep them separate because there's more room for people to sit on.
Okay. Now, you like to cook, so you must have a nice kitchen.
Unfortunately, I have a very tiny kitchen.
Oh, no. How do you cook?
I have to use some extra tables to have more space. The counter is really small, so there's not much space. So I have an extra table I use for preparing the food.
Okay. Do you have an oven?
I have a very small toaster oven, so it's not really an oven.
Oh, right. So do you have a microwave?
I do have a microwave and a small refrigerator and 1 burner, like a stovetop burner.
Okay. Do you cook every night?
I don't cook every night. Sometimes I'm too busy, and sometimes because my kitchen is so small, I get a little frustrated, so I just pick up some food from a restaurant.
Oh, right. Now, you live in an apartment, so how many floors does your apartment building have?
The building has 5 floors, and I live on the 5th floor.
Nice. Fifth floor.
Yeah, the view is nice, but unfortunately there's no elevator, so you always have to take
no.
the stairs.
Wow, 5 flights of stairs.
5 flights of stairs every day, but it's good exercise.
So you're on the 5th floor. Do you have a balcony?
I have a small balcony where my washing machine is, and I can also hang up my laundry out there.
Oh, cool. Washing machine's outside.
It is outside. It's a little different from my house in America.
Oh, so from your view, what can you see?
I can see the train station from one window and all the restaurants downtown. And from a different window, I can see the mountains.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the mountains are nice.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Hey, Todd, I know you've traveled a lot. What countries have you lived in?
I've lived in 3 countries. I've traveled to many, many countries, but I've actually lived in 3. I lived in England for 1 year. I lived in Thailand for 4 years. And I have lived in Japan for 15 years.
Wow. So when you lived in England, why did you live there?
It was the first country I traveled to after college. And I had a work permit, a work visa for 1 year, and I worked at a pub restaurant, which was great. It was in the countryside, and I really enjoyed it. And then I did that for 6 months. I lived near Cambridge, so I was near Cambridge University. And then after that, I moved to London, and again, I worked at a restaurant. And I lived in London and just worked.
Wow. So it was after college. How old were you?
I was 23 years old.
Oh, and living in London, that must have been fun.
It was fun. And interestingly, when I went to England, I could not speak English. So I could not understand British people. It took me maybe 2 months before I could understand their English. So it was very, very difficult to understand British people when I first moved there.
Ah, so you liked it.
I did like England. It was fun. It was my first country. But the weather was cold for me. So I'm from California, and California in the United States is very warm. So I didn't like the weather, but that's okay because all British people don't like the weather too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody complains about the weather.
So after England, did you move someplace warmer?
I did. Right after England, I moved to Thailand, and I lived in Thailand for over 4 years.
Wow. Why did you live in Thailand?
I was traveling, and in Thailand, I had no money, and I needed a job, and I wanted to stay in Thailand, so I became an English teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you teach English there for 4 years?
I did. So I went there and I began teaching English. Then I got a teaching course certificate to teach English in Thailand, and I really enjoyed it. The Thai students were really fun. And Thailand is a great place to live because the weather is really nice, the people are really friendly, and the food is delicious. It has the best food in the world, I think.
I've also heard that Thailand is beautiful. Is it true?
It is. It has many, many beautiful islands, and it has lots of beautiful places with nature in the mountains. It has jungles. It has beautiful beaches. So it's a nice place to live.
So you liked Thailand too?
I did. Thailand was great. Yeah.
So England, Thailand. You said next was Japan?
Yeah, so next was Japan, and Japan's nice. I am a teacher, an English teacher in Japan, and I love teaching English in Japan. Like Thailand, the food is really, really good. The people are nice. The scenery is really beautiful. So Japan is really nice.
Are there fun things to do in Japan?
Yes, actually, I like Japan the most because you get everything. You get lots of beautiful nature, so you can go hiking, you can go see beautiful beaches, you can go to really nice islands, but also Japan has many, many nice cities. So you can go to Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka, and the cities have lots to do. There's good shopping, great restaurants. It's easy to travel in Japan by train and bus. So it's really nice.
Wow, that sounds like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it is. Definitely a good place to live. Meg, we are talking about traveling and visiting other countries. What countries have you traveled to?
I've been to quite a few different countries. For example, Spain, Belize, and Indonesia.
Wow, 3 different continents.
Yeah, pretty far apart.
Wow, that's cool. So, Spain, that must be a really nice country. What did you think of Spain?
Spain is really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful nature and also some nice cities. While I was there, I lived in a small city called Cáceres.
Oh, nice. Are the people really friendly in Spain?
Yes, actually, the people are very friendly and very helpful, especially if you're lost.
Oh, that's great. I hear Spanish food is really, really good.
Spanish food is delicious. I lived with a Spanish family, and my Spanish mom cooked delicious meals every day for lunch. In Spain, seafood is really popular, so I ate a lot of fish and shrimp.
Oh, I love fish and shrimp.
Me too.
Now, Spain is really warm, right?
Yes, Spain was very hot while I was there during the summer.
Oh, yeah? How hot? How hot does it get?
It got up past 40 degrees Celsius during the summer.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty hot.
Does it rain?
It does rain, but when I was there in the summer, it didn't rain very often.
So what about Belize? Belize is a really small country.
Belize is very small, but it's also hot, similar to Spain in the summer.
Why did you go to Belize?
I went to Belize on a study trip for school, and I stayed there for about 2 weeks.
Okay. Now, does Belize have good food?
Belize also has good food. There was a family that cooked for us, and we had a lot of delicious, almost Mexican-type food.
Oh, really? So, for example, what do you eat? Like, what do people eat in Belize?
People eat, it's kind of like a taco, but flat, with a tortilla and some meat and vegetables on top and some spices that make it really delicious.
So the last country is Indonesia. When did you go to Indonesia?
I actually went to Indonesia just last year.
Oh, whoa. How long did you stay?
I only stayed there for about a week.
Oh, yeah? Ooh, short trip.
Yeah, it was a short trip, but I was just visiting some friends there.
Where did you go?
I went to Jakarta and Bali.
Oh, okay. So I hear Bali has really beautiful beaches. Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. There are a lot of famous and beautiful beaches in Bali.
Oh, did you surf in Bali?
I've never surfed before. Usually when I went to the beach, I just wanted to put my feet in the water.
Oh, yeah. Now, Bali also has very famous scenery on the inside, like the rice fields. Did you see the rice fields of Bali?
No, I didn't see the rice fields, but I did go to some famous historical spots.
So, of the 3 countries, Spain, Belize, and Indonesia, what country was your favorite?
Maybe Spain was my favorite because I love learning language and it was really nice to stay with my Spanish family.
Yeah, I could see that. I really want to go to Spain and I hope to go soon.
I hope you can go too. It's beautiful.
So, John, do you like to play golf?
Well, no, I don't play golf very much, but I play disc golf.
Disc golf? What's that?
Well, some people call it frisbee golf. Basically, there are courses at parks. It's similar to golf, but the courses are much smaller. You use frisbees, or flying discs, and you have to throw it. So it's different from golf. You're not aiming for a small hole, but actually you need to throw the frisbee into a basket.
Oh, that sounds fun. Is it very easy?
Well, it can be easy or it can be very difficult. It depends on the course. Many different parks have different disc golf courses, and you can be a easy beginner or you can be an expert. It all depends on how much you want to get involved.
I see.
My friends and I, we're beginners. So we just like to have fun. So we just do the easy courses and have a good time. I think it's relaxing.
So you only need one frisbee?
Well, actually, it's better to have 2 or 3. You can play with one, but in fact, when you learn more about disc golf, there are different sizes and weights of the discs.
Why would you want a different size disc?
Well, it's similar to the clubs in golf. When you throw your first throw, you want it to go very far, so you should use a heavier disc. But when you're near the basket, you should make a short throw, so you want a lightweight disc.
I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, so as I said, when you want to become an expert, you have to spend more money to get better equipment. It's like any sport, I guess. In fact, they have disc golf competitions now. So you can even participate in a tournament and win some prize money.
Did you ever compete?
Oh no, I'm just a beginner. I don't think I want to be too serious about it.
So golf has 18 holes. How about disc golf? Does it have 18 holes too?
Well, not usually. Golf courses are very large, but disc golf courses are usually found in parks. So they usually have only 6 holes, but you can play 18 holes by doing all 6 3 times each.
I see. How do you keep score?
Scorekeeping is like real golf. So the winner should have the lowest score. Every time you throw a frisbee or a flying disc, you have to mark 1 point. So if you can do a hole-in-one, that means you can hit the basket on your first try. Then you'll only have 1 point. That's best. But I'm not that good at it, so usually I have 3 or 4 points for each course.
I see. You said disc golf is at the park. Do you have little kids playing in the middle of the course?
Sometimes the kids, of course, they can play wherever they want. And the courses do go through the park where kids play, so we have to be very careful. And we have to use good sportsmanship to wait for the course to be clear.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is fun. Maybe you can join us next time.
That sounds great. Thank you.
So Sarah, I see you eat soup every day at work. Why are you eating soup every day?
That's because I love to cook soup.
So you make the soup?
Yes, it's very easy to make.
So you cook it and then you just bring it to work every day?
Yeah, I just make a lot on Monday, and then I bring it to work every day of the week.
Oh, nice. So how do you make the soup? What's your secret?
Well, I like to cook very easy, so I buy meat that's already cut up, usually chicken, and then some rice, usually brown rice, and then I buy some vegetables. So after I bought the ingredients, I chop them up, and I put them all together in water until it boils and add some seasoning.
Okay, so you say the water boils, so as soon as the water boils, that's when you put in all the ingredients?
Yes, that's right.
So you don't put in the ingredients before the water boils?
No, I guess it's just easier for the water to be hot, because then the vegetables and the meat cook a little faster.
So how do you give the soup flavoring?
I usually add salt and pepper, maybe some garlic, and depending on the type of soup, either maybe some soy sauce or lemon juice.
Okay. Do you put in the flavoring after you put in the ingredients or before you put in the ingredients?
Maybe after, but usually right about all at the same time.
Okay.
So I just put everything in at one time.
And then after you cook the soup, Do you put the soup in the refrigerator? Do you let it sit outside?
I usually eat some right then. And I also put it in containers for the week. But I let it sit in the containers out on the counter for a while for it to cool.
Okay.
Before I put it in the refrigerator.
All right. And so you don't put it in the refrigerator until it is cool?
Until it's about room temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And then how do you heat it up? Do you heat it up in a pot or do you heat it up in the microwave?
In the microwave. It's the easiest.
Yeah, nice. So you make enough for 5 meals?
Maybe, sometimes. If I think I will get tired of eating it during the week, then maybe I'll just make enough for 3 or 4 meals. But if it's some kind that I think is really delicious and I know I'll want to eat it every day, then I'll make a lot.
Well, if that happens, when you make the soup, you can make it for 6 or 7 and give me a bowl.
Okay, I'll do that next time.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Hi, Todd.
Hey, Sarah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not bad.
So I heard you were from San Francisco.
That's right. Yeah, I was born there and I lived in the city for many years.
Cool. What is the most interesting thing about your city?
Well, San Francisco has many interesting things, but the most interesting thing is probably the architecture. There's lots of very unique buildings, and the most unique building is probably the Transamerica building. It's a building like a pyramid, and it's nice.
Wow, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. What is the most expensive area in San Francisco?
Well, it is very, very expensive. The most expensive area is a place called Pacific Heights, and it's on the highest hill in San Francisco, and it overlooks the bay. It's a really, really beautiful place. Mm. That area, by far, has the best views of the city.
Mm. What is the most beautiful place in San Francisco?
Well, actually, the most beautiful place is outside the city. It's a place called Muir Woods, and it has the tallest trees in the world. And some of these trees are really old. They're the oldest trees in North America. Some of them are over 2,000 years old.
Wow. Sounds like some place I would like to see. So it sounds really expensive. Where's the cheapest place to live?
The cheapest place to live is a place called Sunset. And Sunset is on the west side. And the houses are kind of old and they're a little bit cheap. But one thing about Sunset is it has the nicest view of the ocean, and you could watch the sunset every night. That's why it's called the Sunset area.
If I wanted to go there, when is the best time to visit?
Ooh, the best time is probably in the fall, because that's when the weather is the nicest. It's not too cold and it's not too hot, and it doesn't rain that much.
So when would be the worst time to visit?
The worst time to visit would be probably February and March, because February and March are the coldest and wettest months. So, well, March isn't that cold, but sometimes it's wet, so it rains a lot.
Wow, that sounds really great. I want to go there.
Yeah, you should. It's a great place.
Hey, Shirley. You're from Australia, right?
Yeah, that's right, from down under.
Okay. Are you from Sydney?
No, I'm not from Sydney. Actually, I'm from Melbourne.
Melbourne? Mm-hmm. Okay. So are there any nice parks in Melbourne?
Well, you know, Josh, Melbourne is a great city. And one of the reasons is because there are lots of parks. There's a really big park right in the centre of the city.
Is it beautiful?
It's gorgeous. It's called the Botanical Gardens, and they have plants from many different places around the world. And there's a lake, a small lake, in the centre. But what I really love about that park is at one time of the year, they have lots of big fruit bats that fly into the park and they hang upside down from the trees. They're really huge, like big sacks. It's very cool.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
So, is there good shopping in your city?
Oh, there's great shopping in Melbourne. You know, Melbourne has people from many different countries. So we have a great variety of things and clothing, cars, coffee shops, foods from many different countries. So it's a great place to shop.
Wonderful. What about housing? Is there cheap housing or is it really expensive?
Well, it's not cheap, but it's not as expensive as Sydney. Sydney is the biggest city in Australia. It's very expensive to live. But in Melbourne, the housing is so-so.
How do you get around in Melbourne? Do you take the bus?
You can take the bus, but Melbourne has something very special that no other city in Australia has. We have a tram system. I think they're called trolley cars in America, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, Melbourne has a really big tram system, so you can go lots of places in the city by tram. It's really good fun.
What about the tram? Is it expensive?
Not so expensive. Cheaper than the bus. Maybe about the same as the train. Cheaper than a car. Probably one of the cheapest ways to travel in the city.
What about schools in Melbourne? Is there a big university?
Melbourne has 3 or 4 really big universities, and some smaller universities too. Also, they have some very good private high schools and some very good public high schools.
Great. That sounds like a great place to go to school.
It's a pretty great place to live.
Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Josh.
So how was your weekend?
Quite busy this weekend.
Really? Those are hard.
Yeah.
So what did you do on Saturday?
Well, Saturday morning, I usually clean the house.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but I have to clean the bathroom and then the kitchen and then the lounge room because I have lots of cats.
Okay.
And the cats leave hair everywhere. So I always have to clean on Saturday mornings.
Yes, cats are messy.
Yeah.
So after you cleaned, what did you do?
Well, in the afternoon, I went for a walk up the mountain. It was a beautiful sunny day. There were no clouds in the sky.
Wow.
It was gorgeous. So I walked up the mountain and I saw a ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a little furry animal, 4 legs, tail. Not like a rabbit, but about the same size as a rabbit.
Okay.
And they're kind of gold-brown colour.
Wow. Did you see any other animals on your walk?
No. I
Okay.
didn't see any other animals on the ground, but I did see a beautiful bird flying in the sky.
Wow. Do
Yes.
you know what kind?
I think it was an ibis. It's a big bird that usually walks in the water. It has long legs and it was white with a black head.
Great. So after your walk, did you do anything else?
I went home and then I watched some TV.
Okay.
That was about it for my Saturday.
Okay. What did you do on Sunday?
Sunday, I went to the art museum.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
I really like to go and see new art, pictures or paintings or photographs or sometimes sculptures.
Okay. So who's your favorite artist?
I don't really have a favourite artist, but I really like watercolours.
Okay.
So pictures that are painted with just a kind of soft painting style.
Do you like paintings of nature?
I do like paintings of nature. I especially like paintings of flowers and animals.
Okay.
And places that have water, like lakes or rivers or the sea.
Oh, that sounds like you had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was good, thanks.
Okay.
So, Anna, you're from Portugal, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, because I'm actually thinking of going to visit Europe this summer, and I thought Portugal would be a great place to visit.
Oh yeah, Portugal is great, especially in the summer. It will be really warm, and you can go to lots of places in Portugal. You can go to the north, where we have a lot of mountains, and you can do all kinds of activities like archery and horse riding.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, actually, I was thinking of going to the beach. Can you give me some advice for what's the best time of year to go when perhaps there are not too many tourists around?
Oh yeah, if you want to avoid tourists, you should definitely not come in August. August is really crowded, and there are just so many people in the south of Portugal. You can try to come in June. June is already warm, but there are not too many people, so it will be easier for you to find accommodation. There are some really nice hotels and hostels around. So, what kind of place were you thinking of staying in?
Well, actually, I don't really mind too much. I think I'd like to see what it's like to maybe for normal people in Portugal, what it would be like to go on holiday and have an authentic Portuguese experience. So maybe I don't really want to stay in a big international hotel. What's a typical Portuguese place to stay in that's nice for a summer holiday?
That's interesting. Yeah, in that case, you should definitely avoid the big hotels or any hostels. There are some apartments that you can rent, so you can just live in an apartment by the beach.
All right.
And they're just in a normal building with other Portuguese people, but you can rent it and stay there, and it's really close to the beach. It's like a 1-minute walk, so it will be really convenient for you.
And this is by the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes, it is.
All right, that sounds like a very good idea, staying at an apartment. How much should I budget for that?
I am not really sure. It will probably be a bit more expensive than a hotel,
Really?
but not in the long term. You can pay about 30 euros per night, I think.
Wow, that's
For
cheap.
a nice location, yeah. If you come with friends, though, you can also rent a villa. We have some villas also by the beach.
Does it have a swimming pool?
It does have a swimming pool,
Wow.
and they have plenty of rooms. So if you want to come with a big group, that's definitely a better option.
That sounds like a great idea. I can invite my colleagues along. So do you have any final tips for me for my holiday in Portugal?
Well, I mean, if you want to stay in the south, in the Algarve, then I definitely recommend you check out the nightlife. It can be really lively, and there are night markets and where you can buy lots of souvenirs and people just hang around. So I definitely recommend that.
Okay, and what was the name again? The Algarve?
The Algarve, yeah, that's the southern part of Portugal, so
Ooh.
you can't miss it.
Gotta remember that. Thank you very much. So Anna, you're from Portugal. Can you tell me a little bit about your country?
Yeah, sure. Portugal is a really small country, actually. It's right by Spain in Europe, and we have really nice weather there. It's really sunny most of the year and really hot in summer. It can get really cold and really rainy in winter. But yeah, overall, it's a really nice country to live in.
And I've heard you have nice beaches in Portugal.
Yes, we do. I used to go to the beach every day with my family in the summer. It was really great. But the beaches can get really crowded, lots of people. So you might want to be a bit careful when you choose where to go.
All right, I see. And where do you live in Portugal?
I live in a small
village, actually. You probably don't know it. It's called Palmela, but it's south of Lisbon and it's by the coast, so it's really nice. We get a nice view of the mountains and of the rivers, so I really enjoy living there. It's really quiet, not a lot of people, a lot of wine farms actually, and really nice food. You should come and visit sometime.
I like wine. And so you have good wine in Portugal. What sort of food do you eat in Portugal?
Let's see. We get a lot of fish because we're by the sea, and so codfish is a traditional, and sardines.
Ooh,
and
I like
mackerel.
Sardines.
Yeah, it's really good. And we also have really good desserts. So, for example, coffee cake, yogurt cake. We've got pastel de nata, which is kind of an egg tart thing. So I really recommend you try that with our coffee when you go there.
All right. And you speak Portuguese as your first language?
Yes, I do. I speak Portuguese. It's not the same as Brazilian Portuguese, but it's really close and we can understand each other. So that's really great.
And can you understand Spanish as well?
Yeah, I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but there are some differences between Portuguese and Spanish. So
how do you say hello in Portuguese?
Oh, you can say hola.
Hola.
Yeah, it's fun. You should learn some Portuguese.
Oh, I'd love to.
Hi, I'm Mari. I'm here with Ron. Ron is from Hawaii. So, Ron, what's so special about Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii is my home, but to people not from Hawaii, I think Hawaii is famous for its nice weather. It's warm all year round. Also, it's known for its beaches. The beaches are very nice, and it's also known for its warm hospitality. The people are also very nice.
So can you tell me more about the weather? It's always sunny. It never rains.
It does rain, but often it rains and is sunny at the same time, so we have a lot of rainbows. So Hawaii is also famous for rainbows.
That's nice. Can you tell me more about the beach?
We have beaches on all shores of the island, of all our islands. So there's many beaches to choose from. And often, some beaches have big waves, some beaches have small waves, and you can choose which beach to go to, depending on whether you want to surf in big waves or you want to swim where there's no waves.
Can you tell me maybe about the nature in Hawaii?
We have forests, so there's lots of animals like birds and small animals like wallabies. We have Hawaiian wallabies, and they live in the forest.
What's a wallaby?
Wallabies, they're those little mammals. They came from Australia, and they were introduced to Hawaii, and now they're wild in Hawaii, and they've become their own species.
What do they look like?
They look like little kangaroos, I think.
Interesting. Any other interesting animals in Hawaii?
We have a lot of pigs, wild pigs. We like to go hunting for them, and we like to eat them.
Are there any animals that live in the sea?
We have nice coral reefs, so there's lots of beautiful fish in our coral reefs, and many people like to go snorkeling to look at our reefs. We also have turtles and seals in Hawaii.
Are there any whales?
We do have whales during the months of March until February, I believe. They come from Alaska, and they come to Hawaii during those months, and then they return to Alaska.
Wow, there are a lot of animals that live in Hawaii. Sounds like a great place to visit. Hi, I'm Mari. I'm here with my friend Ron. Today we're talking about food. So Ron, what's your favorite cuisine?
My favorite cuisine has to be Hawaiian food. I grew up eating Hawaiian food, so every special occasion we had Hawaiian food. So now when I eat Hawaiian food, it always brings back good memories.
What exactly is Hawaiian food?
Traditional Hawaiian food is usually cooked under the ground in a hole with hot rocks, and it cooks for maybe 6 hours or 7 hours. And when you take it out, it's very salty because we use a lot of salt, and it tastes really good. Usually meat, usually pork, and other vegetables like taro and potato.
So then what's your favorite Hawaiian dish?
My favorite Hawaiian dish is called lau lau. It's pork or fish wrapped in leaves and put inside the underground oven. And it's very salty and very good.
So the flavor is just salt?
The flavor is salt and also the leaf flavor that it's wrapped in.
What's your favorite dessert or junk food?
My favorite dessert has to be cake and ice cream together. I love to eat cake and ice cream together.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry, and I like to eat that with chocolate cake.
Sounds good. Do you like vegetables?
Not so much. I don't like to eat vegetables, but I can eat them if somebody cooks them for me.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable? I don't have a favorite vegetable, but I can eat vegetables like asparagus, broccoli, carrots, those types of things.
Do you eat your vegetables raw, like salad, or do you prefer them cooked?
I prefer them cooked.
Thanks, Ron.
Welcome. Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we're going to be talking about food. So Mari, what's your favorite cuisine?
I think I like American food.
What type of American food?
I like hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Is that your favorite dish as well?
That is my favorite dish. My favorite hamburger place is right near where I went to university, and they have this hamburger called the Danish burger, and the Danish burger has blue cheese inside the hamburger. So my favorite dish has to be the Danish burger.
Do you like any side things like French fries with your hamburger?
I love French fries, but I know that eating hamburger and French fries is a little bit unhealthy, so I always replace the French fries for a salad.
A salad. Okay. What about desserts? What's your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert has to be chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. Anything else? Do you like to eat it with anything?
No, I like chocolate cake by itself. Anything else? I like brownie sundaes, like brownies and brownies with vanilla ice cream. I guess my favorite dessert is anything chocolatey.
Sounds good. So before you said you like to eat a salad, what type of salad, what type of vegetables do you like?
I like all vegetables. I like them cooked or raw, but I don't like raw onions.
Not raw onions.
I really can't eat onions raw. That's probably the only vegetable I can't eat raw.
That's interesting. Thanks, Mari. Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we're going to be talking about entertainment and how often we do these things. So Mari, how often do you watch TV?
I watch the news in the morning, and when I come home at night, I sometimes watch TV.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
I don't have a favorite TV show.
Okay. How often do you go to the movies?
I really like going to the movies. I think I go maybe once a month or once every 2 months.
And other than that, do you rent movies?
No, I don't rent movies, but sometimes I download movies. I like to watch comedies, romantic comedies, and a little bit of drama.
Which is your favorite movie you watched recently?
My favorite movie, or I don't know if it was my favorite movie, but a movie that I watched recently is called 27 Dresses. It is about a girl or a woman who was bridesmaid 27 times.
And that's a romantic comedy?
It is.
What about reading? Do you like to read books?
I do like to read books. Right now I'm really busy with work, so I don't have a lot of time to read. But when I'm on vacation or whenever I have free time, I like to read books.
What kind of books?
I like to read nonfiction, usually, like biographies of people. And I also like to read about like teaching practices so that I could become a better teacher, and a little bit of fiction.
And what about concerts? Do you enjoy going to concerts?
I don't go to music concerts. I don't think I've ever been to one, actually, but I like to go see musicals, and I also like to go to sporting events. Hi, this is Mari. I'm here with Ron. Today we'll talk about types of entertainment and how often we do these things. Let's first start with watching TV. Ron, how often do you watch TV?
Usually I watch TV every day. I don't watch TV very long, but I usually watch TV every day. Usually I watch the news.
Why just the news?
I like to know what's going on in the world, so I usually watch CNN or BBC.
And that's it? Nothing else?
Usually, yes.
Usually.
Other than that, sometimes I'll watch sporting events, such as baseball or football.
But that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, do you go to the movies? How often do you go to the movies?
I don't go to the movies very often. Maybe twice a year, I would say.
That's it?
Yeah.
Do you rent movies?
I rent movies more than I go to the cinema, but also not very often.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like funny movies, comedies.
Comedies. What's the most recent movie you watched?
I watched Home Alone last night, but it was on TV. I didn't rent the movie.
Okay. How often do you read books?
I don't like reading, so I don't read books very often. The only time I do read books is for school purposes.
What kind of books do you read for school?
Well, my major is international relations, so usually I read international relations books, if I have to read.
If you have to read. So nothing, no books for pleasure?
Not for entertainment.
So when you're on the airplane, you don't read?
No,
okay.
I try to watch the movies on the airplane.
Okay. How often do you go to concerts?
I go to concerts once in a while. In Hawaii, there aren't many concerts, so when there are concerts, I try to go.
What do you go see, or what type of concerts?
I like Hawaiian music, so I go to Hawaiian concerts. And if a big star from America comes, I usually try to go also.
So music concerts.
Right, music concerts.
Okay, Ron, thanks.
You're welcome. Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we'll be talking about abilities. So Mari, are you a good cook?
I like to cook. More specifically, I like to cook for people. I like to have people over and eat with people. I don't really like to eat alone, so I don't like to cook for myself. I like to cook for other people. But more than cooking, I like to bake.
Baking? What do you like to bake?
Cookies and brownies and cake.
That sounds very good. I would like to eat one of your brownies. Okay, next. Are you a good singer?
I am terrible at singing. I don't like going to karaoke, and I don't like to sing. I like music, but I can't sing for my life. Yesterday, or I guess in class, it was a student's birthday, and I made my students sing happy birthday, but they wouldn't start. So I had to start them off singing, and my voice was so bad that they started laughing at me. So I'm just a terrible singer.
That's funny. Okay, next. Are you a good dancer?
No, I'm not a good dancer. I can't dance at all. I used to, when I was younger, my parents enrolled me in ballet classes, so I did ballet for like 6 years, but I am not very good at dancing.
So you're a teacher now, right? So were you a good student when you were a student?
I was a good student because I'm a dork. No, yeah, I think I was a good student. I tried hard in all of my classes. I always did my homework. I was always focused and took notes during class. If I didn't understand something, I would either ask questions in class or speak to the teacher or professor after class. I always really liked learning, and so I think that's why I was a really good student.
And athletics. Were you a good athlete, and are you a good athlete now?
It's a tricky question. I like sports, and I like playing sports. I don't think I'm a very good athlete, probably compared to you. I'm probably not, but I really enjoy playing sports. In high school, I played soccer. I ran cross country. I played ice hockey and a little bit of lacrosse.
And which one was your favorite sport?
My favorite sport was ice hockey. I'm Mari from Japan. I'm here with Ron from Hawaii. Today we're going to be talking about abilities, so let's start with food. Can you cook?
I can't cook well, but I do cook. So I think the reason why I can't cook well is because I can eat anything. So I don't try very hard to make it taste good.
What do you like to cook?
I like to barbecue outside on the grill.
What do you put on your barbecue?
When I cook meat, I don't put much. Only salt, pepper, and a little bit of seasoning.
Okay, good. Next, do you think you're a good dancer?
No, I don't think I'm a good dancer, and I don't really try to be a good dancer either.
Do you not like to dance?
I don't like to dance.
At all?
Right.
I heard that you're a good line dancer.
I would like to learn how to line dance, and I do like country music, but I haven't officially been taught how to line dance.
So you don't dance at all?
No.
Okay. Next, are you a good singer?
No, I'm not a good singer, but I do enjoy going to karaoke.
What do you like to sing?
In Hawaii, when I go to karaoke, I enjoy singing Hawaiian music. If I'm in Japan, I like to sing other English songs that they have, usually country music or 80s or 90s music.
Good. That's good. Do you think you're a good student?
I don't know if I'm a good student. Growing up, I was not a good student, but now I am trying harder to be a good student.
How were you not a good student growing up?
I didn't enjoy going to school, and I didn't try very hard in school. Now I try a little harder. I make an effort.
Can you talk more about your effort? What do you do to try to be a good student?
I try to listen to the teachers now instead of doing my own thing, and I try to complete everything with good quality.
That's good. And last, do you think that you're a good athlete?
Growing up, I was a good athlete. I played a few sports. Now I don't play any sports anymore because I'm old. But growing up, I think I was a good athlete.
What sports did you play?
I played American football, baseball, and soccer.
Which one is your best sport?
I would say football. American football is my best sport.
How long did you play?
I played since I was 11 until age 22.
So for 11 years.
Yeah.
And you played when you were in university?
I played at the University of Hawaii.